Do you guys remember the Space Squad? The Space Squad franchise was the crossover between the Metal Heroes and the Super Sentai series. It was started up by director Koichi Sakamoto and writer Naruhisa Arakawa, and had a lot of potential to grow into something big, even being referred to as the Toei Avengers by cast and crew. However, it ended after only 1.5 episodes. During its short run, we saw just how grand the franchise could have gotten if it had continued, so today, we're going to look at some of the things that could have been for the Space Squad. At the end of Kyuranger vs Space Squad, we see that the Genmaku caused a skyscraper fire on the planet Arime, which killed more than 900 people. Gavin, Geki Jimonji, decided that the Space Squad needed to work with a rescue force. Enter Fire from Tokei Windspectre. It is highly likely that he would have been the next Metal Hero to see a revival for the Space Squad. Toei producers Hideaki Tsukada and Tsuyoshi Nakano also expressed their desire to produce movies based on the Rescue Police trilogy of the Metal Hero series. In Kyuranger v Space Squad, we saw a new Jiraiya going by the name of Amagi Toma, instead of having the third Space Sheriff Sharivan. This was mainly due to the fact that his actor, Rikimura, retired from the entertainment industry before filming began. Sakamoto himself was a huge fan of Jiraiya, even having taken part in a stage show featuring the hero during its run. It's likely that in the future, we would have gotten a new Jiraiya movie revolving around how Toma became the 36th Jiraiya and successor to the previous Jiraiya, the one seen on TV screens back in the 80s. It seemed for the most part that the Space Squad was going to focus more on bringing back Metal Heroes, with some Super Sentai here and there. However, if the franchise continued, we could have seen more than just Metal Heroes. Arakawa stated interest in bringing back Seiyun Kamen Machine Man, an Ishinomori hero produced by Toei in 1984. This would have marked his first appearance since then, and would have continued the trend of reviving Ishinomori heroes, something which had been done recently at the time in the crossover movies. So what importance did Deca Ranger vs Gavin have other than the Akiba Ranger reference? At the end of the movie, we were shown the potential scale of the Space Squad project. After Geki is made captain of the Space Squad, we see a large number of Sentai and Metal Heroes from across the years who are potential candidates for the team. I need to pull it up, it is a big list. We see Jaspion, Jiraiya, Pink and Yellow Flash, Draft Redder, Japan, the entire 5-man team, Jan Person, Ginga Red, Bull Black, B-Fighter, B-Fighter Capito, Mega Red, Mega Silver, Denji Blue, Denji Green, Blue SWAT. Sakamoto stated having particular interest in Blue SWAT and Jan Person, specifically the character Bill Goldie, wishing to have actor Shun Sugata in the cast. He also wanted to delve more into Metalda, as the villain Kujin was mentioned in Space Squad v Deca Ranger. With the large ensemble of heroes, we would have seen multiple movies taking on each of the 12 apostles of the Genmaku, and then one last film taking on cult leader Fumain themselves. This could have possibly totaled to well over 10 movies. By the end of the Space Squad franchise, we had only seen 4 of the 12 apostles, one of which hadn't actually been defeated. Sakamoto stated he would have liked to have continued the Space Squad and Next Generation Metal Hero series for adult fans, either through late night TV shows like Akiba Ranger, or online like Kamen Rider Amazons. It seems for now that the Space Squad and Metal Heroes, again, are a thing of the past. Recently, a new Twitter account has been made to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the franchise, and whilst it's not much, it's nice to know that Toei acknowledges its existence as one of its biggest hero franchises. What would you have wanted to see in the Space Squad franchise?